The following is an examination of the filmmaker's 3 films, using non-diegetic sound, non-diegetic text elements, what is the filmmaker expressing?